Okay, the other one got cut off short because somebody came in. But anyway, I was kind of wrapping it up anyway. But first grade, yeah, first grade was good. Um, then I went to second grade. Wasn't super duper crazy about my teacher in second grade. I keep hearing noises. Um, what was her name? Oh God, I'm drawing a blank, and I used to know this. But hey, I'm 66 now. I'm gonna forget some things. I'll think about it later. There was another second grade teacher though that I could not stand. Nobody liked her. She was always fussing, even fussing at students that weren't her own students, and we resented that, of course. But her name was Miss Coon. And I remember we had a tape recorder at the house, and I recorded a little song I wrote about Miss Coon. Miss Coon, she's a coony coon. 7 years old. I mean, come on, give me a break. I thought I knew what I was doing. But second grade, I'm trying to think of anything that stuck out in my mind. We had candy machines in school. A nickel would get you like a candy bar or a sucker, big old sweet tart or something from the machine. And so once in a while, Mom would let us bring a nickel to school. And I remember the Cox twins, Becky and Brenda, they always had bags full of nickels. And I always thought, man, that must be nice. And later, we were talking about it, and Mama said they had a gas station, and she said they probably got nickels and change and stuff from the gas station when they sold candy, if they had candy and chip machines or whatever. And yeah, that makes sense. But boy, that was a big family. Every kid's initials in that family was ABC. They had like a brother named Barney. They had Brenda, Becky, Ashton. Now see, Brenda and Becky's first name that wasn't their first name. It was like Adeline Becky or, Adeline Brenda, something like that. I don't remember exactly. And they had an older sister that I think was my brother's age. I think her name was Bonnie. She had red hair. But anyway, they had tons of kids. And then about once a month they would have the bake sale where the parents would bake things and send to school, and you could buy, a brownie for a nickel or a couple of cookies or something, a piece of cake that the moms had made. And I guess that was to help raise money for the school. I don't know. But the playground was fun. I loved the school. That was before air conditioning. Can you believe? Oh, I'm so old. That was before air conditioning. But it was funny. 5 minutes before the bell would ring for recess, it had two buildings like that, and then the little courtyard in the middle where the kids would play sometimes. And 5 minutes before the bell would ring for recess, you could hear all the classrooms shutting the windows. Joom, 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 joom. Because you didn't want them sticking out and a kid running by and cut himself or kill himself, get hurt, whatever. And then after we got back into class, after recess, you would hear the same sound, only it was every classroom opening up the windows. Joom, joom, joom. That was funny. I remember that. I remember the two old guys that would cut the grass. One day the kids in class got distracted because it looked like they were having a race out there on their tractors, and the kids were loving it. Teacher, I'm sure, was a little bit aggravated because, you don't want to lose control of your class. How many minutes? Okay, this is not even 5 minutes yet. Anyway, second grade wasn't that great. It was okay. Like I said, I don't remember a lot. She wasn't one of my favorite teachers, and I still can't remember her name. I'll have to look back at my records and see. But anyway, that was what I remember from the second grade.